Good evening, students. Followed by Unit 4 about the basics of Python. Let us move to the Unit 5, which is about the Python library, which is mainly we are going to discuss about the NumPy and Panda. Okay, so the content in this Unit 5 is creating a NumPy array, NumPy index, NumPy array attributes, slicing using NumPy, and descriptive statistics in NumPy. Okay, okay, so how to create the data frame objects, simple operation with the data frame, querying from data frame, applying function to data frame, and how we are going to compare the NumPy with Panda, okay, and other Python libraries. Okay, so with this brief introduction, we will move to the first one, which is NumPy array. NumPy stands for the numerical Python. Okay, so it is a fundamental package required for high performance computing and data analysis. Okay, so it is numerical computation in Python. Okay, so NumPy, we go for an n-dimensional array, multi-dimensional array, internally stores the data. Okay, so if you say NumPy is a numerical Python, which is a fast computation with n-dimensional array. Okay, so n dimensional array, you can represent the one dimensional array as a equal to np dot array. Okay, the elements, and two dimensional array can be represented as np dot array with all the two dimensional elements. Okay, simply you are going to use the Python library, import numpy as np, and you are going to define the array and print the same. And even you can know what is the type of that respective array and arrange the elements. Okay, this is one case, creating a numpy array. And numpy array attributes of numpy array. Okay, so attributes of numpy array is array n dimension. Okay. So n dimension represents the number of dimensions of n dimension array. For example, two dimensional array, the value of n dimension will be 2. The n dimensional has two dimensions, that is row and column. Okay, so this dot n dimension is going to represent the what is the dimension of the respective array. Okay, and similarly dot shape is going to say what is the number of rows and how many number of rows and number of columns in the array. And similarly nd array dot size represents the product of the elements of the shape, that is number of rows into columns. Okay, so dot size dot shape dot dimension. Okay, dot d type is nothing but what is the data type we are going to use. For example, in numpy array 34608, these are all numerical values, which is nothing but the integer value, so it can be represented int 64. Okay, dot item size. Okay, so item size is nothing but what are the elements you are going to have, and the size maximum value, it represents the item size will be, it contains a array array, and integer, the item size will be always 8 bytes. Okay, the size of the bytes. Okay, so these are numpy attributes. Okay, so now coming to slicing and indexing in numpy. Okay, I hope in the last fourth unit itself we have discussed about the indexing and slicing. Okay, so np dot array, you are going to represent the array, and data of 1 represent the index. Okay, data 0 colon dot is represent the it is going to represent the indexing from the beginning onwards. 0 colon 2 is nothing but 0 1. Okay, and similarly minus 3 colon means this is minus 1, this is minus 2, this is minus 3. So last three elements in the. Okay, coming to the elements from the index 1 to 5 from the following array, so that can be represented as 1 colon 5, and slice elements from index 4 to the end means 4 colon to the end means colon. Okay, so these are some of the examples representing the slicing. Then descriptive statistics in numpy, we'll be going for mean, median, mode, and variance and standard deviation. Okay, so that is measure of central tendency and measure of spread, that represent the descriptive statistics in numpy. Okay, so numpy dot percentile, it is a nth percentile of the given data along the specified axis. Okay, so numpy dot percentile, Okay, so here array comma n comma axis is equal to none and out equal to none. Okay, so array is input array, n is a percentile value, axis is we want to calculate the percentile value, out which we want to place the result, and return is nothing but the nth percentile of the array. Okay, so this is about this one. Next, coming to numpy dot percentile, this simple example with a program, you are going to represent the array. The 50th percentile of array means you have to represent the array in a ascending order. So 1, 2, 7, 20, 34. The 50th percentile will be 7. Okay, 25th percentile will be obviously 2, and 75th percentage will be obviously 20. Okay, so these are some of the examples represented. Okay, so in a numpy you have a, in addition to percentile there is a quantile is there. Okay, so q in range of 0 to 100. Okay, for 90th percentile we use 90, whereas quantile we use zero point 0.9. Okay, so this can be in the range from 0 to 1, they can be used interchangeably. Okay, np dot percentile, q is equal to 25, interpolation is equal to linear, or if q is equal to 75, interpolation is equal to linear. Okay, so you can calculate the quantile also. Okay, then variance in numpy, variance is the sum of squares of difference between all numbers and means. Okay, so the mathematical variance, so simply you use numpy dot var. Okay, that is going to compute the variance of the number. Okay, so here we'll use numpy dot var will represent the variance of the number. Okay, so here you have a list. So when you want to compute the variance of the list, so simply use np dot var list. Okay, so it is going to compute. Okay, next followed by a numpy, we are going to discuss about the another inbuilt function, library function called as a panda. Okay, so it is working with the data set, it is used for data analysis in Python. It has functions for analyzing, cleaning, exploring, and manipulating data. Panda stands for panel data. For us, NumPy stands for numerical Python. Panda stands for panel data. Okay, so it is a open source library designed to streamline the data science and machine learning. Okay. Some of the key features of Python pandas are data cleaning, filtering and selection, data aggregation, data visualization. Okay, and coming to the pandas. Okay, so here you can see that creating a series object using a panda. Okay, so you can the pandas you can create the data using either a series or a data frame. Okay, so if you take a series, it is a one-dimensional labeled array that can hold any data type, whereas when you take a data frame, it will be like a two-dimensional, will be having a spreadsheet, or it will be having a column. Okay, so we'll explore about this panda series and panda data frame. Okay, so first panda series. Okay, so similar to a numpy, you will use import numpy as np. Here import panda as pd panel data. So pd dot series 1 2 3 4 5 print data. So you will have that particular series. Okay, the output shows the index on the, this is the index at the left and the respective values at the right. By default, the index is set to 0 starting from 0. Panda series. So Dhoni, Virat, Rohit, Reina, and the index, if you can even define the index as 1 2 3 4. If you are not defining, it is going to take the index starting from 0. Okay, and similarly, panda series, import panda as pd dot series 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so print the value and index of the series. Okay, so s dot value, s dot index. Okay, so s dot value in the sense it is going to represent the value, and the s dot index is nothing but it is going to represent what is the starting value, what is the ending value, and what is the respective stop value of the function in the panda. Okay, so coming to panda data frame, it is a two-dimensional labeled data structure that can hold a multiple series. Okay, so if you take name is one series, gender is another series. Okay, so it is extensively using for data manipulation analysis. Okay, that is called data frame. It passes in the dictionary of list of arrays. Okay, so import panda as pd data name age gender, pd dot data frame data print. Okay, so it is going to Okay, so another example representing the panda data frame is, okay, so import matplot.pyplot as pt, import panda as pd, d is equal to name occupation. Okay, pt dot data frame d comma columns, you are going to append another column, name and occupation. Okay, so you can even give the index, that is heading of that respective one. Okay, name and occupation, print the frame. Okay, you can print the respective data frame. Okay, so create the data frame, import panda as pd, data is fruit and the respective weight. Okay, so pd dot data frame data. Okay, and the respective price also. Use a head function to get first two entries. Okay, so df stands for data frame, df dot head of 2 means it represents the first two entry, that is apple and banana alone, and if you want to get the last two entries you have to use dot tail of 2. Okay, so last two entries in the data frame, and if you want to access the column in the data frame alone, so simply you have to use df of price. Okay, accessing the row in the data frame, you have to use df dot loc of 2. Okay, so each can access the row index which is passed as in as a parameter. Okay, so another column, if you want to assign the various okay, add another column kind. Okay, so simply you give kind, so it is going to take a default value as nan. Okay. Okay, and next one is about assign some value to the kind column. Okay, so I in that df kind round. Okay, so print df2 means it is going to take the respective value as round. The series can be mapped into the data frame column. Okay, so round, long, round, ovalish. Okay, so even you can change the respective kind also. Okay, so that is also possible using a, okay, using expression to fill a value in the column. Okay, so df dot price greater than costly greater than 60, print that. Okay, so whatever elements which is greater than 60 alone, it is going to print it as true, else it is going to print as false. Delete the column costly means simply you have to give del df2 of costly. Okay, data frame transpose means print df2 dot t stands for transpose. Okay, so next to query the data frame with a condition on multiple columns and use AND operator. Okay, so here you can see pd dot data frame, you are giving the name, the respective uh, age and their salary. Okay, so name, age and salary, you will have some set of values, and df dot query age less than 35 and salary greater than 75,000. Okay, so print df1. Okay, so age less than 35 means this one will come, less than 35 means 23 5 1, these and all less than, but greater than means only Roger alone is going to come. Okay, so you can have a data frame query with a condition, multiple conditions means and operation. Okay, query the data frame with a condition on multiple column using or operation. Or operation means age less than 35 or salary greater than. Age less than 35 means Roger will come, less than 35, less than 35 means another one will be 5 1, these two also will be less than 35, but salary when this alone will be greater. Okay, so this is, you can use and operation, you can use or operation. Okay, and it's very important to explore about the numpy and panda references. Okay, so if you take panda, the fundamental data object is series and data frame. Here it is n dimensional array. Memory consumption will be more in pandas whereas in less in numpy. Performance wise, panda is slower and numpy is faster. Performance on larger data size, faster, slower. Data object type heterogeneous, homogeneous. Access method index position and index label, and numpy index position. Indexing is slower in pandas and faster in numpys. Mm. And core language, if you take Python's Python and C language, whereas NumPy C language, and external data, Panda objects are created from external data such as CSV, Excel, or SQL. Okay, application Panda objects are primarily used for data manipulation and data wrangling, whereas NumPy is used for creating a ML or DL models. Okay, and operation speed, usage. Okay, so lot of differences you can able to have a comparison. In addition to this kind of libraries, it is having the other library functions which I already discussed in unit number 4. Okay, so with this your Python is over. Thank you, students.